Everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. And this may very well be the final stream for this game. I think we're gonna wrap everything up here in the Rising Tide DLC, and then we may be done. So let's see, I wanna load this up, I believe. So the last thing we did, we fought that Tomberry King. And we have 3 more side quests waiting for us. I suppose
I'm so
we could do this one over here.
Trouble I put you to. It all seems like madness now. I mean, who in their right mind would turn to the Tomberries for help?
Who indeed?
Hey, mister, over here.
Well, hello, Eric.
Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it.
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry, my name's Eirik. When you went up to the air of ours with Miss Shula, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water. I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
Lost in the woods, get rid of the monster. Alright.
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though. It was near the Swift one I saw the monster. You've got to do something. It was near the Swift one I saw the monster.
Alright, where's Swift Run?
You've got to do something.
Let's see. Ah, I can like teleport right there. To River's Meet. Okay. Oh. I'm in the area. Is this it? Who's that?
Who's that? The hunter.
It's you. Nasef's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us.
I love it. Archelon.
Trouble.
See if I can remember how to play. Oh, I'm bouncing off of him. Oh boy. Alright, that's how I switch again. How do I... There we go. Alright, got it. Back in action. Oh, that's kind of weak. I thought he'd be a nightmare like the Tomberry King was. But not so much. Precision takedown. Eat this. And that. And this. Charge it. Is this baby adamantoise? I guess so. Oh, that tore him up. Jeez. Zentetskin to the rescue. Flawless meteorite. Just as drops of molten iron fall from a smith's oven to the floor to cool, so too do they fall from the celestial foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war, or so it is believed. We call these otherworldly outcastings meteorites.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
There's more. There's gotta be.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
Keep your wits about you, all right? You don't want to end up like me. Keep your wits about you, all right?
All right, what are we dealing with? The happy dancing crabs. Alright, what is it? Oh, it's been killing stuff.
What do we have here?
I already had the platinum.
Founder. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you?
The Laos? Level 103.
Well, this is rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed too.
Not too bad. Kind of got big flashy things, but doesn't really do anything too dangerous yet. Got me with that though. Well, that's water wall. Oh.
Too slow. Let's try.
Trying to finish out the stag and I'm gonna go nuts. Oh, I don't like that. What the heck am I supposed to do?
Nice try. Too slow.
Oh, I got out. That was impressive. There we go. Alright. Unleash everything. Unleash everything. My god, that damage. Get her. Oh no, she dodged out of it. Oh, that's dirty. Finish her. Oh, she moved again. Stop moving. Here, catch this. Oh, destroyed. My eyes. Ah. Level up. Oh, by the way, I didn't realize this, but my my fitness watch was in here during yesterday's stream, and it takes the air temperature. I don't know how accurate it is, but according to my watch, yesterday at 7 p.m. here in the shed, it was 128 degrees. For those of you who were asking how hot it gets in here. Let's see, flawless membrane. Whereas most wings, when removed from the body of their respective owners, tend to grow hard and leathery over the course of a few days, the feather-light wings of Thalaus appear to indefinitely retain an inexplicable, almost frightening amount of moisture, obtained by defeating Thalaus.
Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
Alright, kid. It's done. And I'll travel back to him right after I get this. I doubt that's accurate. I don't know. I go running in 100.
You're not to go out into the woods alone.
But I wasn't alone.
Plus, we have outside temperatures. Not here, but in California, there's a couple cities that got to 124 yesterday.
You're back.
So? Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes! I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
A manifestation of Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
An Eggy is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
This game can't help it. It's gotta put in something sad and everything. Ah yes, the mother threw herself off the falls. In her despair.
It was supposed to be me catching the beasts of the forest unawares, not the other way around. Just goes to show. You can never let your guard down. It was supposed to be me catching the beasts.
When I grow up, I want to be a mighty warrior like you. I'm gonna train with the sword every day. Inside the village walls, like. When I grow up, I want to be a mighty warrior
we've got
like
two quests left.
I heard the tributary can fell an ibex from 100 paces.
And you could too if you put your mind to it. The blessing of the rill flows within you both.
Is a hopper dry but hot and humid? Or hot and humid? It's like moderately humid here, but I don't live in a humid place, no. Let's see, what do you got for me, Dalina?
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Certainly. What is it?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes. She said that your ancestors found her here, and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Wallius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near. And it was she whose duty became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down to me.
I see. And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
Beyond the grave, agree to clear the path to the witch's grave? Of course.
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witch Drop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, deep into the forest.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, No time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord. I will join you at the grave anon. If all goes well, you will be the first to visit Witchdrop in many moons. Just turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, as I told you. It will take you straight to where the fiends were sighted. If all goes well, you will be the first to visit Witchdrop.
Let's see, can we get there faster? Yes, we can. I know exactly where that is. Okay.
This should be the path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Toggle.
Why is this place didn't attack me? Alright, what we got here? A Quindum! Oh, he's got a aquamarine thing inside of him. Oh, actually I didn't mean to do that, but I guess that works. I suppose we could do that. Oh wow, I straight up staggered him. That's unexpected. Crap, I don't really have anything for him. How about this? You get that level 4 off. I find level 4 is actually better than 5. Ah, it took me to 5 though. Oh man. Joshua going hard. Two aquamarines. Is everybody's retinas burned out now? Birds. Angry Chronolith. I don't want this. Oh crap! Didn't see that coming. Oh, that was an attack? Didn't look like it. Oh, wow, I can't even move! Much damage. Dang it, a little slow. Another level up. Getting so much experience.
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave?
She's got a nice view of the waterfall.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Ise, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Ise's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave, and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Ise, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vare, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Ise's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vare? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Ise's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Quest complete. I had completely forgotten about that shade, I'm not gonna lie. Gold penning? At its surface is so time-worn as to render any markings indistinguishable. We may never know when or by whom this ancient gold coin was minted. However, considering that Gil has been in circulation since the advent of the realm's current calendar, the piece is quite possibly over 1,000 winters old. I think we've seen that before. I'll be continuing where I left off, Zach.
Thank you, my lord.
All right,
reuniting them.
I forgot about their kind of goofy hand signal thing.
Thank you, my lord, for reuniting them.
Okay, that leaves one side quest remaining. And it's with Shula.
It is good to have him back. But how do we know?
Did I talk to this person?
When the tributary came back from the Vare without you, we all feared the worst. But she and your friends told us not to panic and led us to higher ground, where we waited out the storm while you saved the day. Which makes the lot of you heroes, if you ask me. When the tributary came back from the Vare without you.
Alright, Shula, what you need? Oh, and she's does she have anything new?
My lord.
Haven't I already done this? Ask about the future.
I will continue to support Lady Shula.
However, I can, now that she has Walyus to take care for. I expect I shall be even busier than before. It has been generations since we last raised a dominant of Leviathan, and it is a great responsibility for anyone to bear. But Lady Shula will not have to bear it alone. Supporting her means supporting them both. It also means preparing for our re-entry into the outside world. We have not the crystals to sustain the glamour for many more moons. Inevitably, there will be those who resist the idea. Our history gives us ample reason to fear life beyond the wall, and that was before we had Walyus and the Vare.
But change is coming.
Whether we like it or not, troubled waters lie ahead, through which Lady Shula must try to steer a course.
And steer one she shall.
With me to provide a steadying hand on the tiller, if ever she should need it. Ask about her people's history.
Long, long ago.
Our people dwelled in peace in the lands blessed by Drake's Horn, down in southern Ash. But Drake's Horn fell, and our ancestors were forced to leave their homeland in search of pastures new.
So we wandered.
And so we wandered, pulling our worldly goods in battered carts and sleeping beneath the stars. If the tides carried us to unclaimed soil, we tilled it. If not, we traded our meager possessions with the locals.
But never did we settle in any one place.
We became what we had always considered ourselves to be, a river flowing forever flowing, forever meandering across the land. Yet our river did not always flow freely. In Sambrec, we found ourselves hunted by the Gregarian clergy, who labored to rid their inchoate empire of each and every heretic who dared to set foot there.
Their cullings came close to staying our river's course.
But despite their claims of victory, we godless barbarians survived, albeit in fewer numbers. And after many more years of wandering, of suffering, we finally found our way here to Mysidia, our new home, our haven. Ask about the rite of immersion.
80 years have come and gone.
Since our people took it into their heads to try and transform that poor child into the heart of a mother crystal. They erected an altar upon Cape Nepto, especially for the purpose. They claimed the site was chosen for its religious significance, the way the promontory divided the sea, representing the break in our history that the mother crystal would usher in. But if you ask me, its distance from the village and the clear line of sight between it and the Heir of Hours counted just as heavily in its favor.
The plan was simple.
They could feed some manner of grisly offering to Walyus, which they believed would draw out his latent powers, then freeze him in time using the witch's spell, that he might serve as a constant conduit of ether.
Sadly for them.
The first part worked rather too well. Whatever the nature of that evil concoction, it brought forth Leviathan, who raged and roiled as only a discomfited infant can. Every soul on the Cape was killed in an instant. Mysidia would have been lost to the waves entirely were it not for the second party on the mountain, who wove the witch's spell as fast as their trembling hands would let them. It drove the icon back into Wallius's body, where it has remained, channeling ether through the poor child's semi-primed form ever since.
And yet...
Their ill-begotten heart never did create a single shard of crystal, for our ancestors' plan was doomed from the first, whatever they may have told themselves.
Till next our streams cross.
Alright, Shula, what you need?
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
Last licks. Go hunting with Shula? Alright.
Alright. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue?
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week since me sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits. Physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of. And Wallius, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth. That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest, then.
There's nothing a Givra loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of experience. Do you hunt often?
Since I was a girl, my father would take me. Then after he returned to the sea, Yamila's father. Our families have always been close. Even if her sister wasn't Wallius's wet nurse, I couldn't stand by and watch her suffer.
Good hunting, brother. Good hunting, brother.
Yamila has invited me to assist her with gathering herbs for the broth. Believe it or not, I still recall some of the varieties I picked as a little girl, when the rest of the north looked like this. Yamila has invited me to
Have care, my lord. It is not for nothing that the Givra's tongue is called the most perilous cure. Have care, my lord.
Lady Sheila's huge. Yeah, she is pretty big. Almost exactly my height.
And then I dreamed I saw the sea reach up to the heavens.
You weren't dreaming, Dewdrop. We all saw it.
You like my black shirt? This is just one of my racing shirts. I think they're called tech shirts. They're very airy. Makes the room a little more comfortable.
A storm for the ages, that was. The wind carried off half me bloomin' timber. Just flung it across the forest like a stack of toothpicks.
I'm just glad it didn't carry us off.
Hello, Keeper of the Forest Gate.
After witnessing that little fit of Leviathans, I can see why my ancestors were quick to turn to the witch's magics. Had you not been here to calm the beast, we'd all be sleeping with the fishes. After witnessing that little
Alright.
fit of Leviathans.
We need ibex meat, and I can just run there. Feel free to remove it. It's not that hot today. The shirt's staying on.
Where will we find them?
Further in.
And the heat wave's over. It goes into the 70s tomorrow. It's gonna be glorious. I ran today. And what the heck? Oh. I ran today and it was like 84 degrees and it felt so cool. I'm acclimating to this extreme heat. I was like, man, it's a cool day today. I went to sleepy time. Ibex, you must die. Oh, I didn't mean to do this, but I guess that works. Why not? Well, I guess we'll just finish off this Zen Stetskin. Delete them. Have I upgraded my abilities? Yeah, everything I have is completely upgraded, I believe. And there might be some of the new Leviathan stuff that isn't, but I'm not using Leviathan stuff.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Loco weed? Okay. You could eat more spicy like Mexicans? Actually, I had some, I had a burrito right before this stream. I used to work at a Mexican restaurant a long time ago, and I would just eat the jalapenos like a snack. Because it was all they would let me eat. They wouldn't let me eat the chips. Isn't there a trophy for skills fully to the maximum? I don't remember. Maybe.
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
We need the loco weed.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist. You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
That's the really weird thing about this game. Like, Clive fights literal gods, and then, like, we're making a big deal out of some Giver, whatever that is. Jalapeno, child's play. What are you, like, over here snacking on Carolina Reapers, Scarlet? She's like, if it's not 1,000,000+ Scoville, it's not going in my mouth.
should we lay the bait?
Geevers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
If you actually do munch on Carolina Reapers, you're a psycho. You're way too hardcore. Alright, search for signs of the Geever. How about near these Deathstalkers? You make it. You really? I've never had one, and I have no intention to. Like, that just sounds horrible. I was totally joking. I didn't think you were like actually eating Carolina Reapers. I never did like Burning Strike. It just doesn't seem worth it. Carolina Reaper is worse than a Ghost Pepper. As far as I know, I'm no pepper, I'm no like spice lord. But as far as I know, Carolina Reaper is like the hottest pepper there is. I'm pretty sure it puts Ghost Pepper to shame.
A fresh kill.
But not a Geevrus. The wounds are too clean, too small.
Man, how did I miss something over here? Maybe over here. This you, Geever?
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
But not just any claws. These belong to a Geevra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry.
So I don't get it. Oh, right, they're supposed to be sneaky and skittish. It's like, why did Clive rub that on himself again?
Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Geevers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the motes of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming.
That thing?
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
I was expecting something a little more impressive.
Don't let it escape.
he's just a like a regular wyvern. So much build up for this. Unleash! Jeez, I'm laying into this poor guy. Oh, he's almost done. Done. Flawless Dragon Talon. Upon close inspection of a lesser dragon's foot, one may observe that the middle talon is considerably longer than the rest. This extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of the creature's prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening them for the kill.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more.
You can send it, Orange, but I'm not eating it.
Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
A Geaver tongue.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue. As promised.
Geaver tongue. For centuries, people of the north have brewed teas made with tongue of Geaver to cure myriad ailments of both body and mind, much to the chagrin of the region's Geavers who rarely survive the removal process. Have I checked with tomes at all? I haven't, actually. It's a good call.
Thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
Reflection of Darkness. Residual dark ether that, oh, we've seen that before. Enhances Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, increasing Zentetskin's area of effect. Wait, why? Why? It already hits, like, the entire room. While allowing for execution of the ability at any time, regardless of recovery status. I don't know what that second part means, but increasing the area is completely pointless. Oh, there's a new quest available. Scarlet, you need a cooking channel? Spicy indigestion. Oh no, call it Spicy Emergency. Or Spice Emergency.
It is good to have him back.
Man, that water looks so good.
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Wallius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators, the baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Wallius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
Saucy with Scarlet. I'm sold. You got a subscriber. Water of Life. Agreed to be Wallius's witness? It would be my honor.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
Clive, My brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
You? I don't
So
remember
you
him.
do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then?
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you...
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both.
Well, that's why I didn't remember him. He was incredibly forgettable from the first DLC.
All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Three empty files. Alright, let's see. Wait, do I get to that one? Oh, must be through that passage, which we've never been. Well, let's go to places we've been first. So we'll head to Maiden's March. Sharp fangs that I don't need. I'm spending a lot of time with Shula. Jill's gonna get a little jealous, I think. I see, frolicking through the woods again with Shula while I'm here making preparations again.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Oh, good, a coral.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help. Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
Get beat up. Jill who? How dare you? Jill's good people. Well, they showed up at the wrong time. Goodbye. Oh wait, they survived. Or maybe they're just waiting to blow up. Overkill! Flawless coral whisker. Surprisingly, dissection of a coral's whisker shows it to be composed almost entirely of metal. While this would go some way to explain why some corals can channel lightning, it raises the question of how the metal got there in the first place.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came. You saved us. Again!
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are. Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we?
We shall. Get a little bog water.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's save that for the ceremony.
Hey Reds, you enjoying all these playthroughs? Keep them coming. Am I gonna go back to FF7 Rebirth hard mode soon? Not soon, but eventually. It's one of my least popular games, so don't expect it frequently. But I will go back to it when the time is right. I shouldn't even say least or one of my least. It is my least popular game. I think it holds the title. Spill the water? I already did.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
Well, this file was much easier to fill.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Hey, nerd. Okay, we'll go to Tailwind Bay. Oh, that's right, that, it was like a gate or whatever. I remember it now. Does he have an aquamarine? He does! Unhand that aquamarine!
Nice try.
Tutskin. He's almost ready. Massive overkill! Oh wait, he might survive. But he won't survive this. Oh, already out of here in 3? Alright, man. Have a good night. Whew. That's 2 million damage. That is gross. Wait, something else? Wolf's over here. Torgal, show him who the wolf boss is. Torgal, all primed up. He looks awesome. Is it just me, or is my passive healing less than what it used to be? I feel like it used to passively heal a lot more.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
But why do you keep it shut tight?
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Level 91, man, most of these enemies must feel like pushovers now. I mean, they are all like 10 levels above me. But it's far easier than it was when we first came in. Plus,
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
Plus, I had to get accustomed to the controls again, which took me a while on the last stream, but I got right back into it this time. Would you like more shinies, FF15 or 16? I like the combat and the overall story of 16 more, but I like the world and the exploration of 15.
This place because it was where the
and
first boat landed.
Then it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Like, I hated the open world in this game. I think it's pretty bad. Have I pre-ordered the new game yet? Nah, I usually pre-order the day before, though. There's no real reason to do it earlier. We are so getting attacked.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Huh, no fight. I'd probably give the nod to 16, although, to be honest, that might be recency bias. But I am more of a combat guy, and the combat in this game is better, so... that kind of is sort of a binary choice for me.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
Ashula, wait. I don't know the words.
Don't worry, there aren't many of them. we'll have time enough to practice before people arrive. My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
The circle of water is the circle of life, and today from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea.
Miss Chen said that baby's not cute. I think she's crazy. That's a cute baby.
You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked, and terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Famiel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
Quest complete! The icons are the selling point of FF16. Work, building, and gameplay. Immersive, epic, grand, godlike, and breathtaking battles really captures the feeling and tone of fantasy. I love the spectacle of the icon fights, although I think they went completely out of order. Because they just, like, ruined it by having, why am I blanking on the name? Space Dragon. Bahamut. They had Bahamut way too early, and he was like the pinnacle, and then they had nowhere to go from there but down. And also, I just find those battles to be the most annoying. Like, they're the least engaging. It's the cutscenes and the environment and everything that's going on is awesome, but the battles themselves are so boring and they drag on. Let's see, we got the First Rain Talisman, a curiosity. Oft called pennons. On account of their flag-like nature, these quaint hand-woven charms are believed to represent one's journey down the river of life from first rain to their ultimate return to the sea. Every Mysidian receives dozens of the talismans at their rite of immersion, with hopes that their journey is as long as it is calm. The water of the river represents life, and though its course may twist and turn, it always flows in the same direction. Shula.
To think, we must be the first
Complete 10 Mysidian quests.
outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Walius has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Walius is asleep. Meeting every one of your friends and relatives in the space of a single day is enough to tire anyone out. Walius is asleep.
Alright, let me see if there's anything new and interesting at the smith. There might be.
Oh, yes, is a lovely soul.
Who this? Weirda.
It was a good thing you did for Talor.
All right.
Thank you. My husband is grateful beyond words, which is why I doubt he'll mention it. But he's refurbishing his smithy with a mind to repaying you. Or so he says. That crystal's been firing the forge here since before the Northerners left, but all of a sudden, its flame isn't hot enough. I wonder if he isn't just looking for something new to complain about. It was a good thing you did for Talor. Thank you.
What is it you want?
Alright, we can make a Tonberry knife, which has crazy magical attack. But we lose a lot of physical. Tonberry knife +1. Some say that it is not within the flames of a forge, but the flames of a Tonberry's rage that this knife is tempered. And while this shaky supposition will at best elicit a roll of the eyes from any respectable blacksmith, the truth of the matter is that there exist no known observations of a Tonberry knife's creation, leaving us the freedom to believe what we will until a better explanation. Such as, say, magicked runes comes along. Alright, so... I mean, we could make it. But is there a reason? I guess we may as well. Although, do I need that stuff for anything else? I don't think so. I'll make it. Why not?
I'd like to see another smith do better.
We made a Tomberry knife. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So not really anything for us to do. Maybe we can reinforce something. No. Oh, here we go. What's this? The menu waistcloth +4. Sure.
Better than you.
Oh, and we can do it even more. Alright. And that's, yeah, that's the best we got.
Will that do ya?
Same with this.
Done. Better than you.
Alright.
Till next time, then.
Mount gear in this game doesn't really matter much, but may as well get the best they've got. Alright, so let's go. How do I leave the open world map? There we go. So let's go to Hideaway. Oh, actually, I can't check. Well, I can check tomes, but I won't know what's new because we had to make that. The first DLC was really goofy in that we had to like start a new game and like make a bunch of progress or something just to access it, because we couldn't access it with the old one for some reason. I can't remember exactly. Use the knife. It's magic. Yeah, Shannon's, I have to agree on some of that. My gripe would have to be the cinematic moments kind of breaking the immersion during the battles, and yes, in a way they kind of dragged on. No, I mean, I love the spectacle of the fights, so the cinematic moments actually were the best parts to me. The problem was that they were just really boring and tuned so easy that there was no risk. I actually like them a lot better on this difficulty, on the Final Fantasy difficulty, because then it like really mattered and you had to dodge everything, and then it actually felt like a fight. Whereas in the other difficulty, you're just like, all right, I'm hitting. Well, and they just have too much health, but it was better on this difficulty because they were more dangerous.
Ah, Clive. A moment, if I may. You'll be pleased to hear that I've completed another volume. And while my collection is still far from becoming the 1,000 tomes that young Crow has quaintly dubbed it, I hope the knowledge chronicled within might yet be of some benefit to the Hideaway. Of course, I would not have penned half as many volumes without the tales you and the others bring back from your travels, for which generosity I shall be forever grateful.
View of the 1,000 tomes. Reading the Echoes. Entries for Echoes of the Fallen are now available for viewing in the 1,000 tomes. Speak with Harpocrates in the Hideaway to learn more. And saying, wait, reading the Echoes. Entries for Echoes of the Fallen will appear on the final page of each of the 4 sections of compiled knowledge. All entries for this DLC can be accessed by selecting Echoes of the Fallen from the keyword search. And same with the tides. I don't think I ever looked at Echoes of the Fallen. Today? Let's see. So I guess we go to search. Wait. Really? I have to like actually search? Okay. Well, where is it? Oh, there's the rising tide. Oh, is it? It's not even alphabetical. What is this? I want to look at Echoes of the Fallen first. If I can find it. There it is. Wait. Seems like too much. Well, let's see. We got Port Isolde, a port city situated. Oh, wait. Basic information. A port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalith rivals it for size, and in the glory days of Archduke Elwyn's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valisthea. Or Valisthea, that's how it was pronounced. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sembreki occupation has seen everything, from marketplaces to military institutions, subverted to the will of the Empire. And then after the Empire's retreat, a port city, blah, 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 blah. Actually, most of that's new. A port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Following the fall of Rosaria to imperial rule, the city became a stronghold of the western garrison, its gates closed to native Rosarians, seeking shelter from the chaos enveloping the world beyond its walls. However, with the collapse of the empire and the withdrawal of the garrison, Port Isolde has reverted to local rule. The sellswords in Lord Byron's employ, ensuring her gates remain open to refugees, yet closed to those who would usher outside chaos within. Some of this seems like we saw before? Like crystals? We know about crystals. Alright, some of this seems not new. We know about the Fallen. We know about Magitech. Oh wait, this is new. Alright, so Magitech, a term that appears in early histories of the Fallen civilization and describes their highly advanced magical technology, of which the airship is the best known example. They also produced weapons all but indistinguishable from living beings, yet whose destructive power rivaled that of the gods of legend. The early chroniclers labeled these beasts the iconoclasts, and it is from this term that the icons of the present day take their moniker. And then in the Sage Spire, a term that appears in early histories of the Fallen civilization and describes their highly advanced magical technology, though it was long believed that the iconoclasts mentioned in early histories were lost to the ages. One such abomination was discovered in the Sage Spire, along with the heart of the Magitech Mother Crystal that powered its world-crushing wrath. Echoes. Oh, wait. Are the gold ones? Oh, the gold ones are DLC. I see. So let's see. So Hidden Truce for the Fallen. An ancient civilization that thrived some thousands of years before the present day, though no direct records of the Fallen remain. Early legends in the modern corpus speak of them as the Men of Magitech, the pinnacle of whose magical technology was the airship, enormous cities that soared through the skies. Comparisons of the ruins of these airships and other ancient structures connected to Ultima reveal slight but marked differences, suggesting the former is but a close copy of the latter. Alas, it seems their pursuit of Ultima's most closely guarded secrets led to their downfall, when they sent their fleet against Zemeckis and ushered in the tragedy that saw their civilization fall. And then Hubris, an ancient civilization that thrived some thousands of years before the present day. Their Magitech technology began by aping those wonders left behind by Ultima many eons prior, and ended in their attempts to divine those secrets most inseparable from divinity, the means of crafting a mother crystal and the terrible strength of the icons. Alright, so we looked at Magitech. We looked at Echoes. There was Hidden Truce. Or did we look at this? We have not. Strange clockwork constructs often encountered in and near fallen ruins. They were once only ever found protecting such structures, but in the aftermath of Primogenesis, beneath the blackened skies that followed, they emerged from the ruins at last, and can now be seen all over Valisthea. Though widely assumed to be vestiges of the fallen civilization, it seems they were in fact originally servants of Ultima, created by him in a time lost to memory, and that it was only over long years of scavenging wreckage from fallen ruins that they took on their current form. Since Ultima's reawakening, they have been guided by his will, and his will alone. And then the Fallen. Strange, blah, 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 blah. Yep, strange clockwork constructs often encountered in and near fallen ruins. Though originally servants of Ultima, created by the entity in a time lost to memory, the Fallen appear to have employed Magitech to successfully engineer replicas eerily identical in both appearance and functionality, casting doubt upon the hypothesis that an Echo's form is somehow a result of scavenging ruins. Despite being masterless for the better part of a millennium and a half, the Automachina continue to dutifully attend to the tasks bestowed upon them before the fall. And then Famiel. Yeah, this guy. Hooded Miner, the leader of a trio who appeared to be involved in the Dusk Crystal trade. Any attempt at identifying him is stymied by his hempen hood. Crystal Trader, the leader of a trio who appeared to be involved in the Dusk Crystal trade. After being chased from the gates of Port Isolde on suspicions of trading in contraband, they fled north, With bandits and beasts in pursuit, their path took them nigh to the Sage Spire, an ancient fallen tower with which they seemed strangely familiar. At the Sage Spire, he and his associates Halleck and Marnik have long been visiting the Sage Spire to claim for their own the bounty of the Magitech Mother Crystal that sleeps within. The darkening of the skies brought with it a sudden efflorescence of crystal, which the miners sought to take advantage of by trading their excess yield on the black market. Let's see, after the Sage Spire, he and his associates hail from an isolated community driven from their ancestral home by the spread of the Blight, having long relied on the dust crystals for their survival. However, on learning that it is the crystals that cause the Blight, and knowing that it is but a matter of time before the authorities of the twins discover the Sage Spire and claim the Mother Crystal inside for themselves, he permits Clive to destroy the artificial heart. And motes of water. Shula's younger brother, tasked with venturing beyond the wall to secure funds and supplies for the motes of water. Most crucially, the dusk crystals that he and his brothers Halleck and Marnik mined from the Sage Spire. After their parents passing, Famiel was raised by his sister, who elected to put his roguish charm and thirst for adventure to use in service of their community, in return for a solemn pledge that he would keep his true identity a secret. As Walyus's closest living male relative, it was Famiel's responsibility to take the father's role in the child's rite of immersion, which, to the surprise of everyone involved, he handled with aplomb. Alright, do we want to keep reading? I'll ask you guys. Keep reading? You tell me. Let's see. Why would they put cinematics mid-battle? It throws off the gameplay. I like it. In other games, sure, that would annoy me, but for the icon fights, I like them. I think they're cool. I just wish it wasn't so onerous to get through each section. Alright, they say keep reading. Next we have Halleck, one of Famiel's familiars, alongside Marnik, engaged in mining shards of dusk crystal from the Magitech Mother Crystal. His natural nervousness is exacerbated by the perilous situations to which his chief is wont to expose him. And Mote of Water. One of Famiel's familiars and fellow member of the Motes of Water, he and his companion Marnik were tasked with mining dust crystals from the sleeping Sage Spire, until the tower awakened and the two came within a fallen abomination's fingernail of losing their lives. After being saved by Clive and returning to Mysidia, the brothers turned their attentions to assisting their leaders' starring turn in Walyus's rite of immersion, somehow coming within a coral's whisker of certain death in their hunt for incense. Then we have Marnik. One of Famiel's familiars alongside Halleck, engaged in mining shards of dust crystal from the Magitech Mother Crystal. Being strong of thew and sunny of spirit, he finds himself well suited to physical tasks. And a good thing too, for those in Famiel's employ often find themselves having to run for their lives at a moment's notice. Mote of Water. He and his companion Halleck were tasked with mining dust crystals from the sleeping Sage Spire, a task that came to an inauspicious end when the tower awoke. Though his loose lips and less than lion-hearted nature have the habit of rousing familiars' ire, his enthusiasm for undertaking any adventure his leader asks of him, whether it be delving deep into a fallen facility to mine crystals, or bearding a coral's den for a sample of tree sap, remain a constant source of approval. Would I ever play GTA 6 if it comes and wins? Yeah, that was... That was a strange question. If I put it up for vote and it wins, of course I would play it. That would be very out of character for me not to. The tower. The voice of the Sage Spire, or at least one heard echoing throughout its halls. It regards Clive and his allies as unwelcome intruders and seeks to remove them, not merely from the tower itself, but from existence. Its cold inhumanity suggests that it has no human consciousness at its core. It is not, but another diabolical device of the Fallen's creation. And hidden truths. It is an artificial intelligence that controls the functioning of the tower's divers contrivances, sending wave after wave of Magitech monstrosities to eliminate Clive and his allies. However, Clive is not so easily eliminated, and after destroying the heart of the man-made Mother Crystal, the voice falls silent. The Sage Spire. Basic information. Another ageless relic of the Fallen, the Sage Spire has loomed dark on the northern Rosarian horizon for as long as anyone can remember. Local legends... Wait, is this... Yeah, I don't know. Local legends about the tower being haunted abound, and as such, the remote upland moors upon which the tower stands remain largely uninhabited to this day, despite not yet having been claimed by the Blight. Over the years, myriad attempts to find an entrance to the ruins have ended in failure. But that does not necessarily mean that someone or some three has not already stumbled across the means inside. Crystals and cores. After centuries of slumber, the Sage Spire has awoken, albeit for reasons unknown. An early survey of its interior suggests the tower is indeed the source of the realm's dusk crystals, the specimens seemingly growing from the walls in large, uncontrolled clusters. Also identified is what appears to be a crystalline heart, set high upon a central dais. Most disturbingly, however, the tower seems to exhibit a manner of sentience, reacting to those who cross the tower's threshold, and speaking to them in a language that is both at once uncomfortably similar and utterly foreign. Cracking the core. A cursory analysis of vocal records discovered in the tower suggests that the Sage Spire was a facility dedicated to the mass production of artificial crystal. Even after the facility was abandoned following the tragedy at Zemeckis, the remaining specimens continued to slowly grow until the destruction of the Spire's heart, amid a sudden discharge of discordant resonance that led to the shattering and dissipation of all nearby dust crystals. And hidden truths. While the main function of the Sage Spire was the mass production of artificial crystal, the Fallen facility also appears to have been used in the Magitech repurposing and weaponization of byproducts from the crystallization process. The site was evacuated and scaled during Ultima's assault on Zemeckis, with tower security and maintenance duties relegated to echo-like automata, tireless machines that stalk the Spire's ivory halls to this day. The Den. Once a lush woodland that provided abundant game and charcoal to the residents of Eastpool, recent decades have seen the Blight gradually rob the region of nature's bounty, leaving little but lifeless stone and blackened boughs. Few brave the road north these days, save bandits, brigands, and the occasional fool who thinks he might be the one to finally discover an entrance to the Sage Spire and claim the fabled treasures within. And an entrance to the Spire. Rumor has it that with the Sage Spire's recent awakening, ruins in the area have inexplicably flung their gates open, introducing all manner of grim and grotesque creatures into the heretofore abandoned waste. Dusk crystals. Shadowy shards that can be used to cast magics that, like any other crystal... Wait. Shadowy shards that can be used to cast magics, just like any other crystal, but are far less resilient, cracking after only a few uses. They appeared on the black market soon after the skies darkened, and it was from here that Karen obtained her sample. The Sage Spire. The shadowy shards that line the walls of the Sage Spire. Famiel and his associates have long mined these crystals to provide for their people. The sudden outgrowth that accompanied the darkening of the skies, providing a bounteous yield that they elected to sell for profit. Their close resemblance to those shards that make up the mother crystals suggests that they too are linked to a heart, one that sleeps somewhere within the tower. And after the destruction of the heart. They were the product of the Fallen's ambition to replicate the original mother crystals, and though their reproduction was far from its model equal in terms of the strength and stability of its shards, they faded just the same when the heart was destroyed. Man-made heart. The heart of the artificial mother crystal that sleeps within the Sage Spire. It closely resembles the hearts of the true mother crystals, although the Fallen chose to keep theirs inside some manner of Magitech shielding system. Relocation. Until that is, Clive and his allies came too close for comfort, and the tower's intelligence ordered it evacuated to an inner chamber. Hidden truths. The heart of the artificial mother crystal that slept within the sage spire, like the hearts of the true mother crystals, it leached huge quantities of ether from the earth. The Fallen, however, designed their own to conjoin with their ultimate Magitech monstrosity, Omega, inspiring it to even greater limits of destructive power. Yet even with the heart's strength at its disposal, Omega was no match for the might of Clive and his allies. After the Iconoclast met its brutal end, so too did the heart. Specimens. Beasts and beastmen captured by the Fallen and held prisoner in the Sage Spire. The variety of species on display suggests that they were collected from across the length and breadth of Valisthea. Many are barely recognizable from their modern-day counterparts, though whether this is the result of those creatures who escaped imprisonment, changing over the ages, or of the experimentation conducted on those unlucky few who did not, remains unclear. What is clear, however, is that upon being released from their cells, they will dutifully obey the tower's orders to exterminate intruders. Research logs left behind by the captors suggest they were intended to be used in the Fallen's experiments into crafting crystals from an organic seed. Those on the lower levels appear to have escaped much of this experimentation, being released from their cells to drive out intruders. Those on the upper levels, however, exhibit strange crystalline structures conjoined to their flesh. Proof, if any more were needed, of the Fallen's ambitions for them. And living machines. The existence of the Magitech heart and the dusk crystals shows that their research succeeded, the unlucky byproducts of their experiments being repurposed for military means. Magitech weaponry. Arms produced by the Fallen many centuries past, using materials and methods far more advanced than those available today. Their capacity for destruction likewise eclipses that of the deadliest weapons of the modern era, which goes some way to explaining why the Fallen are no longer with us. And the Sage Spire. These weapons came in myriad shapes and sizes, from miniaturized magical cannons intended to be wielded by foot soldiers, to failed experiments into breeding crystals repurposed as living weapons, to the Iconoclast Omega, a self-propelled Magitech monstrosity designed to overthrow the gods themselves, powered by the stolen secret of creation. Iconoclasts. By far the mightiest of the many Magitech weapons produced by the fallen civilization, the name Iconoclast means Destroyer of the Divine, and this is exactly the purpose for which they were created, to overthrow the gods, that humanity might rule over all creation. Scholars believe the numerous iconoclasts of differing designs were produced by the Fallen's rival factions, yet all were destroyed during the Magitech War and the ill-fated invasion of Zemeckis that followed. The discovery of Omega, however, raises the possibility that other iconoclasts may still survive, their world-shattering power, but an unlucky archaeologians misstep away. Living flesh. A gruesome gore found clinging to the walls of the upper reaches of the Sage Spire, pulsating organically and glistening like lifeblood. Its similarity to the flesh of the strange beasts Clive and his allies encountered in the lower levels suggests that they have been crafted from this very substance. And hidden truths. The Fallen were attempting to grow crystals using beasts and beastmen as seeds, and this substance appears to be a byproduct of those experiments. Its strength and malleability proving the ideal material for which to craft living weapons. It appears that the disturbance in the ether resulting from Ultima's casting of Primogenesis overwhelmed whatever infernal engine produced it, resulting in its runaway growth throughout the facility. Ancient goblins. While exhibiting many of the distinguishing features conventionally attributed to goblins, large ears, hunched gait, malevolent eyes, these unique specimens encountered in the dim can be characterized by their rotten, gnarled flesh and a shock of fiery red hair running from their crowns down the length of their crooked spines. What is more, the weapon they carry are neither twisted bows nor rusted pikes, but rather crooks and cleavers intricately crafted from material of decidedly fallen origin. Though how the goblins might have worked the material, where mankind has historically failed, remains a mystery. And hidden truths. It has become ever more apparent that the strange creatures now roaming the dim are not in fact a new species of goblin, but rather an old one, likely captured by the Fallen and imprisoned inside the Sage Spire for the purpose of academic research. They would have remained suspended in time indefinitely, bound by the tower's arcane magics, had not happenstance seen the locks thrown from their cages 15 centuries after their capture. While these goblins exceed their more modern cousins in strength, hardiness, and overall ferocity, possibly through magitech augmentation, there is no apparent difference in mental faculty. We got Ancient Minotaur. At a glance, the quality and complexity of both the decorative markings on their skin and the goldwork they adorn implies that these ancestors of the Tori, currently inhabiting the deserts of Dhalmekia, achieved a much higher level of civilization than their modern-day progeny. The crystallization of their horns and hooves, however, is clear evidence of experimentation at the hands of their fallen captors. Angramenu. Unlike Sigma or Omicron, creatures coaxed into existence through the miracle of fallen science, Angramenu is instead an example of Sage Spire engineers imposing their wills onto an existing life form in an arrogant attempt to stimulate or enhance its co-natural faculties. The crystal embedded within its cranium may either serve as a source from which ethereal essence is drawn, or as a means of control by an outside party. Sigma. A colossal killing machine forged from iron and steel, but from living flesh grown in a laboratorium. Both deceptively swift and magically adept, Sigma is thought to have served the Fallen as a guardian of the Sage Spire, tasked with preventing unauthorized access to the tower's upper levels and the secrets stored within. Omicron. Not content with the combat performance exhibited by their Sigma model, Sage Spire engineers continued perfecting their methods until they had created Omicron, a mindless thrall similar in size and build to its predecessor, but stronger, faster, and more resilient. The engineers also felt the need to give it a sword and teach it how to use it. And finally, Omega. Omega, the iconoclastic defense system Omega-1, or Omega-I? Omega-1, was the Sage Spire's last line of defense and the preservation of its most valuable asset, the artificial heart. Capable of warping the very geometries that define our world, the Magitech construct was likely one of the most powerful weapons ever created by the Fallen. Alright, we'll check out the Rising Tide stuff later.
Always welcome, Clive.
Let's go see what's available in the stone thingy-majig.
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so?
Not again.
Is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
Ultimate power. Clive has been granted a portion of Ultima's essence. Tuning with Ultima not only neutralizes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new divine abilities, such as Voice of God, a punishing attack that sends a concentrated beam of light from the heavens to scorch the very earth. Wait, I got another icon? Ability details are found on the abilities tab in the main menu. Holy crap. So Ultima icon. Ultima's feat Ascension allows Clive to levitate from the ground, transforming his normal square attack into a sweeping assault capable of striking multiple nearby enemies at once. It also enhances his normal ranged spell into a 5-fold volley of holy arrows. In addition, pressing X allows Clive to rise up even further into the air, allowing easier access to flying enemies. I was not expecting this at all. Only Ultima's abilities are available during this battle. Oh, okay.
You hear me? I will never be yours.
Wow, that seems really powerful. And then I can like jump up. Oh wait. Instead of hold it? That seemed kind of weak. Huh. Whoa! Wait, I can like charge with it? How did I do that? Can I, like hold it? I don't know how I did that. That dodge is significant too. That even better? Oh, it was a counter. Dang. Yeah, it's a counter. Deus Ex! Channel the heavens.
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
Kairos gate unlocked. All right, that was another mode. Kairos gate is now accessible from the hideaways of Rite. Kairos gate is challenging in-game battle content in which Clive must delve into the very circles of hell to tackle wave after wave of familiar yet ferocious enemies. Interesting. Okay, let's look at arcade mode first. I want to see if they've got the DLC stuff. They do. Do we want to do the time trials for the DLC? Well, actually, hold on. Let's see if we have to. Because we might have to. What are we missing? It's hidden. Acquire and master all Leviathan and Ultima abilities. Okay, so that we'll have done soon. And this. Complete Kairos Gate. So we're gonna have to do Kairos Gate. Let's see. Do the DLC. I guess we'll say arcade modes. Alright, we got a close vote. Vote now if you have an opinion. Alright, it's tied at the moment. Whoever tie breaks. Oh, wow, crap. I think I just ended it. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, we're voting again. Do DLC arcade modes. Alright, the people have spoken. We're not doing it. If I see that right. We're not doing it. Okay. What about the Leviathan Chronolith trial? Leviathan Chronolith trial. I guess I should say final Chronolith trial. While impressive, I am kind of disappointed how after gaining Leviathan and Ultima's power, this doesn't affect the main storyline of the game. To use all the icon powers to defeat Ultima is upsetting. Alright, looks like we are indeed going to do the final Chronolith trial for Leviathan. It is weird that we don't have the other ones, but I think it's just because of the craziness that happened with New Game Plus and all that nonsense we had to do. But we've already done those other ones before, so it doesn't matter. So, we are doing this. Okay, so we get Deluge and Crosswell. Multi-Deluge is just hitting enemies many times and hit 3 enemies with Crosswell. Alright, got it. We're off to a bad start here, actually. Oh, why did I crosswell that? That was stupid. Alright, this is clearly just going to be a warm-up because this is going awful. Oh, right. Jeez. See, I'm amazing at using Leviathan. Might die on the first round. Ah, God. Yeah, that was terrible. All right, we're gonna need some practice here. So let's see, where else are we getting things? So constant stream, hit an enemy 20 times with title stream. Charge stream or precision stream. Constant torrent, hit an enemy 40 times with title torrent. Punish. Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully this will be better. That went better. For sure.
It's over.
Ow. Get health! We're gonna finish him. There we go. Alright. Do I play Sonic EXE? I don't know what the heck that is. No. Alright, so I got S on the first stage. That's a great start. Let's keep going. What do I press? Proceed to the next stage? Yes. Alright, what are we working with? Oh, geez, we got this one, which I don't like. Abyssal Tear. Rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea, and when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on enemies. So, full tear is... I guess... I just don't remember how to activate it. I guess you do the same ability, and then swell, hit 3 enemies with a single crossbow. Alright, it's not the best, but we'll make it work.
Nice try.
I'm actually getting pretty good with this. Oh, they're getting shielded. Oh, I'm getting butt kicked here. This is not going well. What the heck is this crap? Well, that was good. Holy crap. Oh no! Oh no. Still on this. Still in this. Oh no! I thought that was gonna knock him down. Dang it. Man, I was doing so well too. Well, I barely got through that. I still got 2 more stages to get through. It's not looking good. And I only got A. Dang it. Still watching the Ocean Horn videos? Man, Ocean Horn's been coming up a lot recently. My poor health. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I don't think it's gonna go well. Let's see how this goes. So we got Tsunami. Hit 2 enemies with it. And Abyssal Tear. Alright, so not much to work with. Let's see what we can do. Ah. Oh, I'm alive. Barely. Woo! This is the literal definition of 1 HP in a dream. Oh boy, Tomberries. Hold on, just give me a second. Just give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Go! Dang it, got hit. Nice try. What? Mid-power, he killed me? How does that even work? Oh my god, that is garbage. He killed me mid-power. Oh my god. I probably wasn't gonna make it anyway, but still, come on. crap. I know where to go. Unleash! Wait, why aren't you hitting? There we go. So when you die, is that then no HP and no dream? I don't know. You have to decide for me. Alright. I don't know if that was any better than before. Maybe? Maybe? Alright, so we got Swell and... Or Abyssal Tear and Crossbow. Alright.
Nice try.
Damage! That's so strong. Oh my god! Oh, I just shredded that group. That was ridiculous. Yeah, actually Leviathan's really powerful once you get the hang of it. It's pretty ridiculous. Plus it has the like super dodge. It's pretty nuts. Look at that damage, that's crazy. Boink. Yeah, Leviathan's pretty good, actually. Oh man, super S. I don't remember when I had to fight. Oh, I think I had to fight the King Behemoth for the last stage. That's dirty. We'll see how that goes. Look how much faster I killed him this time. Crazy. You can see how much better I've gotten with him. Just shredded him. Goodbye, everybody. Oh my god, it's so powerful. Yeah, Leviathan's crazy. Alright, I gotta get rid of him. This is like like approaching the broken range. It's too good at like everything. Like, look at that. That's just my basic attacks. That's nuts. It's a little hard to like keep your ammo up, but not really. You just gotta pay attention to it. Yeah, this is crazy. And I can be in my ultimate and still shoot my water. That AoE damage, oh man, it's gross. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. Alright, I'm just gonna do this now. Aw, dang it, kinda screwed that up, that's okay. My god, Leviathan's great. I got 9 minutes to do this last one. And I think I already secured the S, so I just have to live. Jeez, Leviathan, so strong. I might have to bring Leviathan with me. Final stage. Yeah. See, this could be a little tricky though. Doesn't beat your water pick? Like the water flosser? Alright, what do we got? We got Tsunami and Deluge. Ooh, Deluge? That's a crappy one. Oh crap, screwed that up. Oh god, oh god! That went terribly. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use Deluge, it's just a trap. maybe I could use it here. Oh wait, why didn't I do Deluge? Crap. Oh, I don't like it. Going over here. Water pick always headshots. That's hilarious. Get away from me! God, he loves doing that. Oh God, I got stuck. Oh God. Get me out of there. Gotcha. Run through 502. A. How? How is that an A? I was S all the way through. Oh my God. Seriously? How? What in the world? How is that? That's never happened before. No. You're not taking my ass. What is this crap? Do I have to be like ridiculously aggressive with him? What is this? I don't understand how that's an A. I had 5 minutes left. I destroyed everything. How is that an A? Alright, now I'm mad. Now you're in trouble. Man, why does this thing have so much health this time? It's like barely moving. Oh crap, that's a bad idea. Get out. missed so many of those shots. That was bad. Impossible S ranking. Okay. Well, in terms of health, I did immensely better. Embrace the rage. I'm fully embraced. Probably shouldn't have done that there. That was actually a mistake. Oh well. Might still be able to salvage it. Not really. Oh well. Let this fill and go. Alright, that got us to 7 minutes and 9 seconds of extra. I'm gonna be so aggressive on that behemoth. He's not gonna know what hit him. I'm gonna be so aggressive. Screwed that one up. Dang it. Oh my god, what am I doing? Put this up now. Gotcha. Think the knife would do more damage? You don't pick your equipment here. Oh, look at that. So I go in 10 minutes and 2 seconds this time, better than last time. And like I said, I'm gonna be so aggressive on Mr. Behemoth. So aggressive. I'm ready for him. So aggressive. Alright, and tsunamis, triangle, perfect. What? How did that hit me? Oh yeah, look at him going down. Kicking his butt. Kicking his butt. Some of this. Wait, is that not hurting him? That better be hurting him. What is going on? I'm getting hit by random stuff that should not be hitting me. Mid-dodge. What is happening? There we go. There's no way that's not S. There's no way. Thank you. Thank you. Why'd the first one have a crown? Oh, maybe that means it's my... Maybe the stage 2 and 3 have crowns because I did better than before. I'm not sure. Either way, we got it. A is for aggressive. Well, then what's S for? Satisfactory. Return. Final trial by water complete. S. The 8th star? I don't know what that was. I got a reward? Alright, let's at least try this Kairos Gate. Put your combat skills to the ultimate test in Kairos Gate. Restrictions on level, gear, and consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will default to action focused. Let's give it a shot. Oh my god. How many circles are there? EP and BP. Simply put, Kairos Gate is a journey through 20 circles of existential torment. Upon completing a circle, Clive will earn EP enhancement points and BP boon points, which can be used to purchase permanent and temporary boosts to abilities and attributes. Clearing a circle will also reward Clive with rare items such as accessories, weapons, and crafting materials. While the aforementioned boosts are only active while in Kairos Gate, all item rewards can be taken back to Valisthea. Kairos performance. Just as in arcade mode and in the Chronolith trials, performance is tallied during Clive's descent into Kairos Gate, with points being awarded for successfully using a variety of battle techniques such as dealing damage, executing abilities, and evading attacks. Also, each circle has a time limit, and battle performance is only recorded before the timer expires. The amount of EP and BP earned for clearing a circle is determined by that circle's final score, with additional EP bonuses being awarded for beating target times. Between circles, while Kairos Gate places restrictions on level gear and consumables, there are no restrictions on iconic ability usage. Between circles, you will have the opportunity to respec each of Clive's ability sets. It is during these post-circle intervals that Clive can also use EP and BP earned during the circles to purchase the permanent enhancements and temporary boons. As mentioned earlier, this boosts these boosts affect a variety of attributes, actions, and more. Their timely application will prove crucial to a successful run. Well, let's at least try it once. Oh, what's this? Kairos Gate leaderboard. High scores for Kairos Gate Final Fantasy are uploaded to a global leaderboard that can be viewed by pressing L3 before descending into the next circle. Do you have what it takes to reach the top? And you gotta be signed into PSN. Alright, well, let's try it. See what happens. S is for super. Going in prepared. Before descending into each circle, you will have the opportunity to prepare for the coming battle. In addition to confirming reward and enemy types via the map option, you can also change your gear and icons, respec your abilities, and purchase attribute enhancements and temporary boons to assist you on your descent. Circle information. The following information about each individual circle can be viewed by selecting map and then moving the cursor to the desired location. Current and high score run, enemy type and frequency, target completion time, and completion rewards. High score run is the point total earned for the circle during your highest scoring run. Run scores are tallied when you exit Kairos Gate, either by being KO'd, quitting, or clearing all circles. Enhancements and boons. Enhancements are permanent boosts to attributes such as HP and attack that once acquired remain active until the end of a single Kairos Gate run. Boons are temporary boosts that only last for a limited number of circles. These improve a variety of things from ability potency and dodge proficiency to battle performance multipliers and parry window. Enhancements and boons can be purchased between circles using EP and BP, both earned after each battle. Kairos icons. The following is the key for the icons found in the Kairos Gate main menu. EP is enhancement points, BP is boon points. Total score for the current run is those stars, current circle, whatever that is, and flag, deepest circle reached on any run. Alright. I don't have any EP or BP or any of that, I don't think. Let's see, enemy types, melee times 7, melee times 6, and large times 1. First time rewards a flawless eludium. Reward is Rema times 2. Let's try it. Why do you have to be so hard on yourself when playing games? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? Oh, ate that. Oh no, he backed away. Crap, this is gonna miss. Yep, completely freaking missed. Thanks for that. I wouldn't call that being hard on myself. I just am having fun. That's what I enjoy. New record. I got a C? Weird. Alright, flawless eludium. For centuries, rumors of a metal harder than adamantium, lighter than mithril, and more lustrous than orichalcum have persisted across the twins, yet for centuries the fabled metal has eluded even the most skilled and traveled miners, hence the name. And Rima, though discovered within the Kairos gate, this queer crystalline cluster does not fade upon its passage into the corporeal realm, thus making it especially attractive to collectors of oddities and artifacts. Every word has worth, Moss the Chronicler. And time bonus. Additional reward earned by beating one of the circle's target times, score multiplier of 1.5, and 3 bonus BP. Alright. Wasn't too bad. C. Okay, so enhancements. We could improve our maximum HP for 500. Or attack potency. Increases base damage and will damage by 20%? I'll buy that. Yes. Alright. And what about boons? We'll wait on that. Alright, let's go. Next circle. Kept his Zenpet skin from before. Oh god! Just barely knocked it out of my way. Goodbye. The heck was that? He like interrupted it. Oh, what happened there? Alright, so it looks like my health does not... Oh, HP restored. Oh, not a ton, though. The will of the creator. Proselytize. Ether manipulated by Ultima into a solid form, not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. Increases proselytize will damage by 9%. I think that's a Ultima ability. We got Rema, we got time bonus. Alright, so you can see my HP there. Let's look at gear and icons. Can I... Unable to change gear? Really? Well, then why don't I get any accessories? Well, that's lame. And abilities? Oh, it's just that. And there's Ultima at the top. That's pretty cool. Alright, we'll check that out later. Enhancements, maybe defense. Let's get defense. Do I have any items? I didn't even check. Alright, let's get, what's this? HP gain. Increases HP regain potential when taking damage to 40% while automatically restoring HP gauge by 3% every 3 seconds. Oh, and there's a damage boost. Let's get this. HP regain. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's get HP regain. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this? Precision dodge slowdown. Oh, what's score bonus? Increases battle performance scoring by 20%? I'll take it. Timely evasion. Oh no, screw that. Technical Fenrir. Yeah, let's get HP regain potential. Alright. We're good. Let's go. Ah. Get this off. Got it. Yeah, I did that before. It's so deceiving. It flies back way further than you might think it would. Oh, hey, big boys. Ah, crap! I don't have items! Ah! I win! Did I finish Spider-Man? No. Not even close. HP restored! Radiant 11 bolt reforged. From heaven on high, far did his bolt fall for to deliver justice. That's a weird sentence. Stricken through their malignant hearts, the people fell heavily to their knees and begged for a mercy undeserved. Iconomachy. Book of Levin for 2021. Okay. What are we getting? Iconic ability potential? Ooh. Yeah, increase that. And bones. We've got how many points? Precision dodge HP regain. Post-battle HP recovery. 10%, that's not worth it. Alright, I'm good. I'm ready. Circle 4. Overkill, but do it. Wave 2! Take this. Oh boy. I don't like. No likey. Ah, it's a waste. And I ate that. Wonderful. Interest you in ice. Oh. Right in the crotch. That's gotta burn. Oh crap. That's not cool. Oh god. Oh, God. Hang in there, Clive. You got this. You got this, buddy. No! Come on! Oh, that's dumb. He got me. Freaking flanked me while I did my fist attack. CBC. I still like the ranking in this game. All of their ranking is completely broken and makes no sense. Not well. I shouldn't say that for time trial. That one makes sense. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at least it makes sense. For arcade mode, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's the worst ranking system I've ever seen. It makes no sense. But anyways, that is it for tonight. Our top score for our first run was 6,462,000. So tomorrow night we'll be playing some Monster Hunter. Sunday is Elden Ring. Thank you all for coming. Hope you had fun.